All right, guys. So USA Today is asking us our opinion if we think that the new Superman movie is too woke or are people just too sensitive. Well, I got an opinion. I want to give my opinion, and I can tell you right off the top, without a doubt, Superman is absolutely woke. This is one of the wokest movies I've seen in a long time, and it's because the source material that is changing only makes it that much more obvious of how woke this movie is. I mean, there's tons of reasons this movie's woke, but I want to give you guys five. My five top reasons why the wokeness ruined Superman. And I don't know if we'll be able to get it back. But the first number one reason, you took away Superman's patriotism. That was a stupid move by James Gunn and by previous iterations that did this. Superman himself is a symbol of the United States. He wears the red, white, and blue, which the red, yellow, and blue might as well be red, white, and blue. And his patriotism, his idea of the truth, justice, and the American way, that's a very simple, grounded reality that is Superman. By taking that away and going with this truth, justice, and human way, and this idea that Superman's a globalist, dumb, dumb, dumb. It's something that is unforgivable, and is going to cost them much um, respect with the fans. So that's the first reason. Number two, they took away the true heroism of Clark of Superman, which is to save Lois Lane. That's the Superman can save and beat up whatever bad guy he wants to. But what one of the driving principles of Superman's super behavior was he's rescuing Lois. And why would they do that? Why did they stop that? Because Hollywood doesn't want to see a damsel in distress anymore. Every woman has to be heroic. They totally forgot how to write women characters. I mean, Lois could be heroic and she could still be in distress and have the audience be excited that Superman is about to go save Lois. This was not present anywhere in this movie. Superman is running all over the place, but the last thing on his mind is saving Lois. As a matter of fact, it's her that's coming to save him in this movie. Garbage move. I don't know what they were thinking on that, but that's another reason why this wokeness is going to cost this movie. A third reason is the stoic nature of Superman is all but gone. I know you're trying to tell me that it's because he's younger or he's inexperienced, but we don't need to see that. That's supposed to be worked out in between. I mean, you see this in the 78 version. You see him go from a high school kid in one scene to living in the big city in the next. Now, if you want to talk about a smooth transition, that transition was much smoother in the original than the jarring transitions that take place in this movie. Okay, but the leap of if you're gonna leap to something, let's leap from this immaturity that he had to at some point making him much more mature. As a matter of fact, the movie never does that. It wants us to accept Clark as he is, accept Superman for the flawed, imperfect human being that he is. He even gives a speech about it. And that's just ridiculous. That's not something that we need to bother with. He's What's so super about that? So that's the third reason why. The fourth reason is he doesn't stand up for his characters. Let's go outside the movie itself a little bit and let's talk about some of the things that went on. Well, one country, India, banned the kissing scenes. And they banned the kissing scenes for being overly sensual. And never once did I see James Gunn come out and fight for that to be left in the movie. A large dynamic of their relationship, as you can see right here, is their kissing scenes. You probably, if for those of you who are telling me that they don't kiss, no way. There's Margot Kidder and Christopher Reeve in a kiss, lip locking. There's another animated series. There's Henry Cavill. They all portray it, and it's never been a problem up until now. And that's crazy. And this, what is this going to do for the future of the relationship? Are we now going to tone back their intimacy, that the little bit that they had, because India might be upset? And why would you not keep that change in the movie? This is integral to their relationship. So you basically with her never being rescued, and now you're letting countries take away the kiss. Lois and Superman are gonna look like they're just mere friends, which might be something James Gunn is okay with. I mean, it's totally ridiculous. And the number one reason, and this isn't going in any particular order, guys. This is just as I can get them to you. But the number one reason why this movie is woke is because you never spend enough time with Clark Kent. They totally went down to an obligatory one scene of Clark Kent. We should have been watching Clark Kent for the majority of the movie. Clark Kent is the main character, not Superman. Superman is the alter ego that he has to become when necessary, only when necessary. Would he risk being exposed, being caught? The movie lazily tells us that his glasses keep us from figuring out who Superman is. But all this time, Superman has been able to keep his disguise because his posture changes, his demeanor changes. The glasses are one aspect, the hairstyle is one aspect. That's one of the brilliant things about this character is how he's able to use his ability as a Superman to convert that and focus that into a to Clark Kent, who's so imperfect. So and that's gone. And Jimmy Olsen is also the goofiness of Jimmy Olsen is gone, and that's because Hollywood has become afraid to make any character who has any mental challenge whatsoever. They want to stay away from any possible mental uh, shortcoming. So Clark can't be goofy. He can't say anything hokey. Or the parents can, but Clark can't. Jimmy Olsen can't seem naive. They have to be these serious guys now. And that's just terrible because you don't see a dynamic between them and Superman. All the guys in this movie are basically lame. And that's a major flaw with this movie. If it's called a Superman movie, but every male character, with the exception of one or two, and we're not going to get into the Mr. Terrific and the Guy Gardner and stuff like that, those characters, but just in general, the three characters we've always known Clark, Jimmy, and Superman they're all betas. They're all lame. And that's going to kill this movie's box office as well. So that's what I wanted to get at you guys and just give you an update on this wokeness of the Superman movie. Those are just five things that I came up with. Let me know anything in the comments below, anything you caught that was woke. Those are my five. Just in response to this article that's asking us to give our opinions, I'd appreciate yours, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next video.